is this true? So this is a non-negotiable because there's no such thing as a healthy sedentary person.
Oof.
And also muscle, we want it to look like a fillet. One of the main problems that happens is when we are sedentary, our muscle transitions from looking like a fillet to a Wagyu steak.
Which is more expensive, but not great.
And also not very strong.
Yeah.
Also, it affects, for guys, erection, more healthy muscle. We just published this paper, and the paper demonstrates that the more healthy muscle mass you have, the greater sexual function you have.
Wow. So does that just mean more erections or longer erections?
More healthy, harder erections. So now that we've gotten the attention of every single man in the world, let me tell you this. By the age of 40% of men will have erectile dysfunction.
Whoa.
By the age of 50% of men will suffer from erectile dysfunction.
And the cure to it is lift heavy.
One cure to it is lift and get your cardiovascular activity, because that's the plumbing.
This isn't like the little blue pill, because I think the doctors get it wrong. They're like, you'll have an erection forever. All the wives are like, please, dear God, no. Can you please?
This has been going on over 24 hours. That's a medical emergency.
Like, if it's more than 5 minutes, I'm out. But actually what this does instead, it's not duration. It's like when you want one, it'll come. It'll be there for the period in which you want it, as opposed to some sort of monsterness.
Yeah, we don't want that. And by the way, if you also do not use your genitalia, if you do not use your penis, you will lose it. Men, this is crazy, but you can lose a centimeter from your penis if you are not getting erection and you are not having sex over a period of time. If you're not getting blood flow to that muscle, it is a use it or lose it muscle.
Whoa, that is wild.
And
that's a clip.
You're welcome. But anyway, I say all of this because as an entrepreneur, I'm one myself, you have to be very focused. Mm-hmm. And the more discerning you are and the less distracted you are, you can take the next right step. There are only a handful of things that really distract people. Again, I've been taking care of entrepreneurs for more than 15 years. Their health becomes very distracting. They will say, I don't have time for exercise. And I will say, well, how are you going to have time for sickness?
Yeah.
And so one core principle that they must get down is you have to be physically active.
What hacks do you have for like busy people who have too much going on, who have all the excuses in the world like me? How do we make sure that we prioritize exercise?
It has to be non-negotiable. It has to be built into your calendar. I cannot believe that you are not getting your 10,000 steps. I think that we have to have a major discussion.
We're going to have an intervention.
Yeah, we need an intervention.
Okay, fine.
So number one, you cannot wait for motivation. It's never going to come. Some people, like our husbands, love to train. The rest of the world, I'm already bitching about my workout on Wednesday starting Tuesday night. But I'm still going to do it because the fact of me not taking that action, number one, it compounds. Number two, you're going to worry about it all day. And number three, you are slowly, it's not the opposite of physical activity. You're actually getting more unwell the less that you do.
What about the saying that people say lately where it's like, if you had to choose between 10,000 steps a day or 10 minutes of intense exercise, it would be better to do 10 minutes or like 10 minutes of squats instead of 10,000 steps. What's the truth between the two?
So for me, I would say that the more intense, the better. And I can equate this to if you're doing work. You would rather have 10 minutes of excellent work than a day of, I don't know what I accomplished.
That's a good point. Unless you're my employee, then we want better than 10 minutes. You're like, I'm done. David's like, done for the day. I heard it first here.
But it's a really small hack, and entrepreneurs and business owners can not afford to train because one of the biggest things that take people out is being sick. Extremely easy to be well.
Well, also, I mean, I kind of feel better about that because 10,000 steps actually takes a long time at my rate of stepping, apparently. That's like an hour.
Is that true?
Yeah. I mean, it's like what, 4 miles or something like that, 10,000 steps, which means that I need an hour walking plus like an hour for my lifting. Plus, I'm working. Plus my husband likes to hang out way too much. You know this. It's the same thing
My kids are about to be here. It's going to be.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah. Just wait till the cameras start crashing. This is like.
Hey, you said to bring them, but you couldn't easily, if I were to give you just a few hacks, you can get a treadmill dust.
Yeah.
You can do that.
And they're like $100 on Amazon. So if you have very little money, very little time, what are the top 3 things that you recommend for high performers?
Very easy. Number 1, get yourself a treadmill desk. Number 2, get either a kettlebell or some kind of resistance band. And number 3, have your first meal of the day, let's just call it a protein shake, set and ready to go.
That's good.
So easy.
I don't do any of those things.
Dude,
How
I
are
know
we
your
best
doctor.
buds?
How is this possible?
I know. I'm changing it up. I'm on it. Somebody write this down. Okay. But it's kind of helpful because I think in my brain, I built this thing up, and I think a lot of people listening are probably the same. You're like, I hear from Andrew Huberman, I got a 47-step routine, and then I got cold plunge, and then I got ice baths, and then I got da 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 da. And at some point, I'm like, I can't wear my Lululemon leggings because I'm going to get cancer.
You're not going to be, no, you're going to be okay with this.
I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
So really at the end of the day, there's fewer, better things that we can do that drive most of the performance.
Humans love novelty. Novelty is one of the biggest distractions we already have great innovation. Kind of like the phone. We had the flip phone, we had the rotary phone, then we had the flip phone, then there was like the 1980s juggernaut of a phone, and now we have the iPhone. Do we really need another phone? No. We need to upgrade our software. Humans love novelty. We like the smoking diet and the phentermine diet and the cabbage soup diet. Our biology, we have a drive to eat a certain way. And once we put those foundational pieces in place, then we can chase less novelty. So, for example, anchoring your day in a high quality protein. One affects brain function. You're going to be much less likely to eat any of the snacks in your fucking snack room, which is like chips, and I don't even know who designed that.
We need to have you go through that.
But the reality is you augment your willpower. So right now people think they have to depend on their own willpower. But if you prioritize your diet well, then you're not chasing these ebbs and flows of blood sugar. Something very simple, practical, and tactical is 30 grams of protein first thing in the morning.
What are examples of fast ways to get protein in the morning? If you had 5 options, what are they?
Protein shake. It could be a whey protein shake. If you don't like whey, it could be a rice pea blend. Yogurt, not hard. 6 eggs or a handful of eggs. Some people like steak and eggs. You can have a chicken patty. You can have, some people eat salmon for breakfast. There's a million different ways to do it.
Okay. All right. So we nail this in the morning. What other high performance daily routines do you have we can steal?
Yep. Get outside first thing in the morning. Good sleep starts in the morning. So consistent sleep wake time. If you are someone who has the tendency to stay up late, don't. Decide that your bedtime is going to be 10. You go to bed every night at 10. You wake up at the same time.
I do that. I'm really good at that.
You are?
Yeah. I go to bed at 10 every night.
Okay. Do you feel better?
Yeah, I sleep like a little baby.
Yes, you do. Yeah. I can vouch for that.
Yeah, because you always
all of a sudden I was reading you, and we were in DC, and I was reading you. I was so excited about this idea of amino acids and how, whatever, it was the wartime diet. And I look over and you're asleep.
Because it's the most, she goes, I have a fascinating study I want to read you. It's like 12 o'clock at night because you are the Energizer Bunny. It's weird how much energy you have, actually. And you read me the world's most boring study, which is what you like to read for fun, which is also weird.
Also, you're a hater, but yes, it's true. And if you get outside in the morning and you get sunlight in your eyes, no glasses, no contacts, just get out there. You're anchoring. We work in a 24-hour circadian rhythm. Mm-hmm. We're mammals. That's what we do. If you anchor your morning, it sets up your night. So you are releasing melatonin, which helps with this sleep drive. It really sets you up for success because brain function can be improved with proper sleep. Because we do not think about it. When you have sleep deprivation, you are more likely to make mistakes. To mention, your muscle protein synthesis, which is a big fancy word for, it's kind of a proxy for muscle health, is suppressed. You want that?
No. So what does it look like when you get up in the morning?
I have 2 kids.
It's chaos.
That's enough.
Yeah. But theoretically, you get up and you walk your little
kids outside. We go right outside.
Immediately outside.
Yes, because it's important for them.
Okay.
Well, it's not entirely true.
Do you take your coffee with you?
I was just about to say that's not entirely true.
Okay. You get up, you make a coffee, you go outside.
With the kids.
And
we hang out.
Do you ever just pull up TikTok or Instagram and scroll immediately in bed? Never?
No. No.
Okay, we need to be like, I need a bracelet that says, what would Gabrielle Lyon do? And do the opposite of what would Codie do in the morning?
It would be create purposeful friction. To me, that's all distraction.
Yeah.
And the more clear we are about the things that are important, the less we are going to make bad choices.
What do you mean by create purposeful friction? What does that look like?
Again, human beings, we're so predictable. And in order to be able to mitigate those highs and lows, which, early on, maybe in your entrepreneurial career, you probably allowed yourself to get really hyped up. Is that true? And following that hyped experience, did you fall equally as low?
Sure, yeah.
But you did it probably for, a handful of years. At that peak of you amping yourself up, doing push-ups, listening to loud music before you got on stage or before you closed a big deal, most entrepreneurs will tell me that they feel kind of depressed the next day.
Yeah.
Because they are chasing these highs and these lows. At the peak and the trough, meaning at the peak as high as you go and as low as you go, those are both vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities as a doctor who cares for these people from health perspective. It is the moment where you go off your diet plan, you just feel like you need more sugar, or I don't know, they buy a car or they find a girlfriend, whatever it is, whatever their vice is, they'll go towards that. Similarly, when they are low, they are much less likely to make good physical choices. They are not going to, after a big event, go exercise. If they were to do those things, then we don't have to spend 4 months trying to get you back on track. It's predictable. So how do we build up our kind of vulnerability body armor? We don't do it at the big event. We do it before. So I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do. Number 1, you create purposeful restriction. Meaning, I love caffeine. I love loud music. And then I'll go work out. All of that helps with dopamine release. So it fuels to that drive of wanting more. I flip a coin. I get it. Tails, I don't.
Interesting.
Annoying.
Yeah, very annoying.
But can you imagine after the 5th time of doing that, way less annoying? You can do it in any area of your life of something that you desire. For example, Starbucks. Flip a coin. Heads you get it, tails you don't. I encourage people to try this because we are of the culture to just get. It doesn't help us when we need to mitigate those highs and lows.